Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Atphins News. Like I stated last week, the game against the Jaguars was a must-win to keep our slim playoff hopes alive. And I declared if somehow, some way we lost to the Jags, our season was over. And sure enough, what happened? We ended up losing on the last play of the game with a field goal. We got out-coached by Urban Meyer, who doesn't even want to be in the NFL anymore. He's trying to go back to USC. And somehow, some way, Brian Flores got out-coached. I mean, he did back-to-back plays of challenging the plays when we can all agree it wasn't even close enough to challenge. I mean, the one that was a punt that went to the end zone and Matt Collins recovered and they thought it was a touchdown, it was clear that no one touched that ball. I mean, to challenge that was ridiculous. Not to mention, we went for it on 4th and 1 with a running play when we didn't run the ball at all last week well enough to believe that we were going to get a 4th and 1. We hand the ball off and guess what happened? We didn't even get the yard. So, fast forward, the Jags get the ball damn near on their 50-yard line. We have two great plays to push them back where they're not even field goal range. So they're going to attempt a Hail Mary for the last play of the game to go to overtime. And what does Brian Flores do? He calls a timeout. And even after the game, Urban Meyer came out and said they were going to go for a Hail Mary. But once Flores called the timeout, they rethought the play and decided to go with the play to try to get in field goal range to win. So up and down, we got out-coached by Urban Meyer again. And it's just a growing theme here. I mean, week in and week out, we got to witness poor play, poor execution, not being disciplined, getting penalties in the worst possible situation to not even let our team succeed. So something has to change, man. So at this point, we got two options. I'm sure all of you have heard the reports resurfaced this week about Deshaun Watson possibly coming to Miami before the trade deadline. So that's the number one option. Either we get this trade done and bring Deshaun Watson in here and that's it. Get our fan base some hope. And then another thing, for all you guys I see on social media saying why that is the stupidest trade. Why would you trade for Deshaun Watson when you don't even know if he can play this year? What, the season's over, guys. We have no chance of making the playoffs. I don't care what you guys say or think. We're 1-5. The season's over. So who cares about this year? How about we go get a quarterback that's proven, that's ready to win a game, and take us to the next level next year? Or even if he can't play next year, the year after that. He's only 26 years old, guys. You got to realize that. It's not a 37-year-old quarterback we're going after. There's never been a quarterback in this league at 26 years old, a top 5 to 7 quarterback in the league that becomes available. And, not to mention, came out and said he wants to go to the Dolphins. What quarterback has ever said, a franchise quarterback like that, I want to go to play for Miami? So that's option one. Go out, get your guy. If it doesn't happen before November 2nd, it's not going to happen. There's going to be too big of a bidding war in the offseason. The Eagles own our first-round pick, so we can go, 3-14 this year, and they got the number 2 pick in the draft? So they can throw everything at them if that's who they want. So we got to go get him now. If we're going to go get him, let's go get him now. And I don't know if you guys seen the report today that they just cut Reed Sinnett. I'm just saying. They just cut Reed Sinnett. Why would they only go with 2 quarterbacks? 2 quarterbacks that are prone to injury, if you want to be real. Tua still dealing with the rib injury. Before Tua came back, what happened to Brissett? He was nursing a hamstring. So, I mean, the writing's on the wall, man. Let's go out there and go get Watson. That's option number one. Option number two is Tua has 11 games left this season. And he's going to have to do everything in his power to show the coaching staff, which don't believe in him already. We all see that. Flores didn't even want to pick him. So he's already working downhill on that problem. And he has 11 games, though. If he can somehow make this miraculous leap that all these Tua fans are saying that he's this good, he's great at this, great at that, I still haven't seen it. I know a lot of true Dolphin fans haven't seen it. People talk about the Cardinals game, that's it. Oh, last week, all these fans were hyped about how good Tua played. Look at his stats. Look at what he did. He was killing it. It wasn't his fault. Have any of you guys went back and rewatched the All-22 film on him? He did fine. I said during the game when I was watching it, he did good. He wasn't elite by any means. And the All-22 film just backed that up. He was locked in on his first read. Yeah, he made some good plays in the seams to Gesicki. Waddle 8. I get it. Those are his first options, though. Did you see when we had receivers down the sideline on the other side he didn't even look at that were wide open? Could have scored right away. We need to get plays where we go on drives 4 yards, 65 yards, touchdown. I'm sick of these 15 play, 46 yards, we're punting. Or kicking a field goal if Flores trusts Sanders. He doesn't do that. Another thing, how are you going to pay Sanders all this money as a kicker and you don't even trust him to kick 50-plus yard field goals? Going back to coaching again. I don't understand what's going on with Flo. I don't know if he just gave up on the team. He's ready to go back to New England or something as a defensive coordinator. But I don't even see the same fire in Flores like we did last year. Running up and down the sidelines, cussing at the refs, getting his players pumped up, jumping up and down. He's just right there, nostalgic, just, I can't wait till this fourth quarter is gone so I can go home. That's how it looks to me. I mean, I'm sure a lot of fans feel the same way. I'm not the only one. I mean, so those are the two options we have right now as far as the state of the Miami Dolphins. Either A, go get your guy Watson, finally have a proven franchise quarterback, the first proven quarterback since Dan Marino, or we sit and wait for these last 11 games and see if Tua can make a miraculous improvement, which, I mean, I don't have faith in it. But, hey, if he does, good, great job. That's a good thing for me, baby. I'm a Dolphin fan. It don't matter. If I'm wrong on what I feel, if Tua balls out, guess what? I'm happy, baby. At least we start piling up some W's. Like, Tua's good enough to not be good enough. He makes plays, but he don't have that it factor. I mean, he doesn't have it. Whenever even his players go on the press conference and talk about leadership, no one even mentions Tua. Don't you think that's a sense of he's just not that guy? Why is it that all these other quarterbacks, not even as accomplished as Tua, get all the praise in the press conference room, and then we got people like Jesse Davis as our leader on offense, the same guy that let a defensive end blow Tua up and break his rib. I just don't get it, y'all. I don't get it. I don't get what you guys see. You're Tua fan. I mean, I love the kid. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, when we went into that draft that year, I was banging the table for Tua. But guess what? I was wrong. Everyone can see Herbert was better. I was wrong, so I moved on from it. I'm not hoping and praying that Tua's just all of a sudden going to figure it out in 11 games and now he's just this almighty great. I even see some people on Twitter and social media saying that Tua's better than Watson. What are you guys watching, man? He's not even close. Watson and Tua aren't even in the same stratosphere. And everyone can agree on that if you know football. Watson does everything better than Tua. Exceptionally better. It's not even close. So you guys that are saying that Tua's better than Watson, you guys need to grow up, man. You guys either need to stop watching our team or learn how to watch film in football because it's not even close, dude. It's not even close, man. So now going forward, talking about the upcoming game against the Falcons. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I had all this hope. I was so positive talking about the Dolphins and how they can ride the ship. After the Jaguars lost last week, I mean, I would be lying if I sat here and told you guys, oh, we're going to win. It's a for sure victory. We couldn't even beat. We've lost to two teams that were defeated until they played the Miami Dolphins. Okay? The Colts with the depleted team with all the rash of injuries, and we still lost to them. Okay? The Jaguars, I didn't think there was no way. I don't even care if we had a bad game. We would have overcome it because of how bad the Jags are. But guess what? We still found a way to lose with our bad coaching, bad play calling, bad execution, bad discipline, getting stupid penalties. So for me to sit up here and say that I have confidence that the Dolphins will win tomorrow, I'd be lying to y'all, man. What I think's going to happen, or what I hope happens, as Flores finally figures it out and starts making this team disciplined. And another thing about Flores, man, he grew up in a rough life, dude. Like, usually the teams are a reflection of a head coach. Strong, has the grit, overcame all the adversity like Flo did to get where he is today. Why is our team the softest team in the NFL? Can someone answer that? Like, why is it that we have the softest team in the NFL and our head coach is a grinder? He's tough-nosed. Everyone says he's a hard ass. Then why isn't our team like that? Why are we so soft? That has to change immediately. And that's a reflection of the head coach again. We go back to the head coach. Go back to our GM not making the right picks. Picking Noah when we had Taylor from the Colts, the running back, right there waiting for us. And you want to go with Noah. That's been a healthy scratch for more than half the season. The only reason he played last week is because all of our injuries as the DBs, and look what happened. I think he played better last week than last year, but still he got toasted. It's just bad all around, man. Our organization is just, from top down, just atrocious. But tomorrow, man, their game plan has to be simple. We can't have Tua throwing the ball 49 times a game. I just went over why he is not a franchise quarterback, and Brian Flores and that coaching staff decides to throw the ball 49 times. I get our offensive line's horrible, but you gotta at least try to run the ball. We have the worst rushing attack in all of football. That's how soft we are. But tomorrow, they need to run the ball. Feed Gaskins. Feed whoever can run the ball. Feed somebody. But Tua should not be throwing 49 times a game. Ever. Even if he was elite. Not 49 times. Maybe 30. 35. 49's outrageous. Especially for a guy that's coming off a rib injury and he's not fully healthy. It has to change. So the game plan has to change. We're going to have to be a lot more disciplined, offense and defensive side of the ball. And we're going to have a couple turnovers because everyone wants to talk about Matt Ryan, how old he is. Man, he's having a decent year. I know they're in a rebuild. What are they, 2-4? They have more wins than us. I mean, they should be the ones that are favored. But let me tell you something. Tomorrow in Miami, if the Dolphins start slow, especially the offense, you guys thought the Colts game was bad where we were hearing boos. Wait till tomorrow if we start slow. It's going to get crazy in Dolphin Stadium tomorrow. So I just hope they start fast. Our offensive coordinators have a better game plan. I don't even know who to blame because we have multiple offensive coordinators. We had 3 originally. Now we're down to 2 finally. So our game plan has to change. I hope Flores coaches up these guys and tells them it's time to go, gentlemen. I mean, I'm sick of being the laughingstock of the NFL. Let's get it done. Everyone's fighting for their jobs. So anyway, y'all, I'm still predicting I'm riding with my Dolphins, ride or die. We need a miracle. Miami miracle, baby. We need a miracle. I'm predicting a 24-21 Dolphins victory tomorrow, and finally we can taste victory after the first or a 5-game losing streak after we were 1-0. So let's get this dub tomorrow, guys. And fins up, baby. Love you all. Have a good night.